What other questions do we have today?
Okay, next question. From the mail room here, mailbag. I am 60 years old and still with my mom. Um, I'm jerking off one day in my room and she almost caught me. Should I lock the door? Is the thought of her catching me weird? What do you think?
How old is he again?
60. 60.
And he's worried that his mother is going to catch him.
Yes.
I'm going to let you answer that first while I sit here and let that just spin around in my head for a few minutes.
Sorry. All due respect, guys are out there who live with their parents or mom or whatever kind of thing, and there's a nice Alanna, and then there's got to be the honest one too. And I'm battling right now. Okay, look, it depends on the situation. I don't know the situation, all right? I don't know why he's still living with his mom. Maybe she's got some medical problem. She needs help or something. He didn't get that far.
Well, I think there's somebody in the house that needs help, yes.
I'd say, let's scoot back a little bit and say, move out. Get your own damn place. 60 years old, come on now. It's time to grow up. Time to be on your own so you don't have to worry about your mom catching you. By the way, if it's a turn on to you that she wants you, that you want her to catch you, she's like 80-some years old, man. Seriously? I'm sorry, that's mean. Don't hate me for answering it that way, but that's how I feel. Okay. Seth?
Well, I don't know where the question came from, so the person may be in the room for all I know. But
I kept it anonymous, and honestly, it was somebody who I was chatting with today, and I'm keeping their name anonymous and everything, but he just kind of brought that up. I was like, where did that come from? Because he had to leave the room, and then he's like, I'm so sorry, my mom almost caught me. I'm like, Mom almost caught you. I thought we've done candy cam before and stuff, and I saw you. You're not, what? So I had to ask him, and I'm like, okay, keep your mouth shut.
Okay.
So, Seth.
Here's my response.
Oh, God.
Okay. Two separate situations here. One is just the simple fact that the guy is living with his mother and worried that his mom's going to knock on the door, or the mom's not going to knock on the door and she's going to catch him masturbating. Second part of it is the age, and I'll get to that part in a minute. Okay. Welcome to the world of 2012. Lots of guys live with their parents. That's not the coolest thing in the world. I'm not putting anyone down for that. Everybody has situations in life, and I think that and we've talked about this a little bit in the past, that the way the internet has changed the world, a lot more guys are more comfortable, living in a room in the basement and living their whole life online virtually, and they don't have any real contact with real people out there. And that is something that there's not a whole lot of great beneficial things that us people in the porn industry can do, but I'm going to make that my little thing to go after those guys who are at the stage in life, whether that's 18 or whether it's 60, where you're still living with your parents or grandparents or whatever the situation is, when that's not a typical thing in our society. All I have to say is, whatever you do is cool, but don't forget that real people are better. No matter what, real people are better. And no matter what you think of yourself, no matter what the reason is that you're stuck in your mom's basement and you're too scared to go out and meet somebody, you need to take a good hard look at life and realize you're only here for a short time. And no matter what your age, there are people out there that want to talk to you. So don't strictly get your jollies in mom's basement and worry that she's going to walk in on you, because there's a lot better things that you could be doing. Okay, to the age part of it.
Yeah.
we've actually known people. I have an old boss when I worked in the newspaper business. The sports editor of the newspaper where I worked, the guy was in his 60s, I would think 60s, 50s, 60s, and he still lived with his parents. And he was a very, very awkward person, the most asexual person I've I've really ever known. And I don't think any less of him for living with his parents. But the one time that he made some sort of comment to me about a slutty woman or something, my head almost exploded because I never thought that would ever come out of his mouth. But everybody has their thing in life, and but I have to think that when you get to a certain age, even if you're taking care of a parent who's living with you or whatever, if you're going to masturbate, make it your own time, okay? Don't include anyone else unless they want to be included, because that's just wrong. I don't care what the age is, but that's just me.
All right. That was a very nicely put way of saying it.
Was I nicer than you thought I would be?
Yes, I thought, look, I feel like, oh my God, did I come off as a bitch? Shit. Look, I really don't know. I get this question all the time. I get that online, and I actually really, I feel the same way Seth does. Get out, enjoy life in society. I don't even know his situation. I was trying to get there, and he just all of a sudden seemed like he was embarrassed, and he left. And by that time, it was really slow, so I moved to a different network. But so when he comes back, I want to find out why. Because I'm the same way as Seth. I want to help you guys.
Well,
okay.
Look,
whatever age you are.
I know you talk to a lot of people that are in that situation, and Nilu mentions in the chat room that she talks to guys who are not exactly, strong sexually, they're not out there banging women left and right. And I really feel for guys that are in that situation, because I'm a lucky son of a bitch, because, I'll be honest, that could be me. I mean, I grew up very, very shy. I mean, seriously, like ridiculously shy. I married the first woman that would screw me. So, and that was not her, by the way. In a different universe, I'm one of those guys sitting in my parents' basement. Well, wouldn't be my parents' basement because they passed, but I really feel for those guys, because I understand the situation they're in. I understand that they don't have any self-confidence, and I've spent a lot of my life in that whole situation. I've just been lucky enough to meet Alanna, and we've taken the road that we've taken. If it weren't for that, that could be me. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I gotta say the same thing about myself too, because I'm just different situations, but
in a lot of ways, and this is, I'm not trying to argue with you at all, and I'm sure people will disagree with this, but in a lot of ways, it's not the same for women as it is for men.
Okay.
The way our society is, if you're female and you want to get laid, you can. I mean, let's face it. If you are young and attractive, or if you're old and 800 pounds, there are guys out there who are going to find you attractive for whatever qualities you have, and put out the flag that you're available, and somebody's going to come running. Guys, the way our society works, you have to be a little more subtle about it, and guys are expected to put themselves out there a little bit, and if you have no self-confidence, that's a really, really hard thing to do. So if you don't want to pay for it,
No, seriously, I never thought about that. Holy shit. The difference.
Just blew Alanna's mind.
No, seriously. I mean, fine. I mean, that thought is up there in your head of the little, women have it easier to hook up and stuff, but I never thought about how guys feel and what you guys go through, that, you can't just go up to a chick and go, hey, baby, that would totally turn her off. It's creepy, I mean, get to know a person, but... Well,
not only that...
Yeah.
Not only that, if you're the guy and you have limited social skills, it's that rejection that us guys just can't handle. And if you have low self-esteem to begin with and you get rejected, it's like, you know, I want to hide back in my cave again. And I think that happens to a lot of guys.
Oh.
You know, they get horny enough or you know, get their courage up and they go out and try to do something and they get shot down and they go, well, okay, you know, that's it. And guys, you can't think that way. I mean, there are women out there, and especially older guys, because I'm at middle-age time now, and guys my age and older, it doesn't matter if you have no social skills, if you are not Brad Pitt or whatever. I'm here to tell you, guys our age, we're in demand at the moment. Seriously.
Oh.
There are not that many guys in their 40s or above. As you may know, us guys tend to die sooner. So you get a lot of women who are lonely or whatever out there. And yeah, I mean, don't give up hope. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, God.